Here at Trimax, we offer a wide range of cutting options from our rotary blades through to our flails. And we also have a variety of blades for different cutting purposes and applications. This video is going to cover how do you sharpen your blades. I've got a couple of examples here of blades that have been attempted to sharpen, and these are the tips and tricks of what not to do. So here with this blade, we have the eager sharpener. We've lost a lot of material on the front here. A lot of people think that just having a sharp cutting edge is all that's important. With this material lost off the front here, when you put up a blade behind it, you can see just how much material has gone. What this affects is our blade overlap within the chamber of our mowers. So all Trimax rotary mowers have a 20mm overlap. Once we start losing the material off our blade, we lose that overlap. You can see how much further this blade is sticking out as it passes by my hand and how much this one is missing. If you had that paired up with another blade on another spindle, you double the distance between them and you end up getting a hairline row of uncut grass, especially when turning. And here's another example of when a blade should be replaced. And as you can see, the trailing edge or the uplift part of the blade is completely worn through. As the material gets cut, it's always going to rub on this back uplift tab here, and eventually this metal slowly wears through. Once we get to this stage here, we lose the uplift capabilities of this blade. And essentially, you will not get that pickup of possibly damp or thick grass to get effective cutting.
Airflow through the mower is also reduced when the uplift tab is worn through, which can create poor clip distribution out the back of your mower.
The Trimax standard for blade wear is if your blade has lost less than 3mm off the front of the blade here, it's serviceable. Once we get to 5mm of lost material, the blade now needs to be replaced. When sharpening a Trimax rotary blade, we recommend that the leading edge is sharpened between 40 and 45 degrees. While sharpening, be careful not to induce too much heat caused by excessive pressure from the grinding blade that is used on the front here. Light pressure should be used, and if excessive heat goes into the material, into the metal here, it will increase the erosion of your blade, reducing its service life. When it comes to the Nexa blade, we do not recommend sharpening the leading edge. Due to this blade's design, it has a 50% improvement on keeping its cutting edge over the laser blade. But this blade is only designed for fine turf applications. When removing a Trimax rotary blade from any of our mowers that are fitted with a nylock nut, we always recommend replacing this with a brand new one. To check the blade wear on the leading edge, find a nice flat surface, put the end where the bolt attaches to or goes through onto the nice flat surface, put your ruler in behind, and if it's below the 5mm, it is a serviceable blade. And now we're going to get into sharpening it. And as always, before we start sharpening any blade, it is important to put on our safety equipment. When we're sharpening our blades, you can see that this here is just a sanding wheel. It is not a grinding wheel. We recommend this due to the reduced heat that these create when we're sharpening that leading edge. At Trimax, we recommend carrying a second set of blades. When changing these blades, always make sure that the wear on the blades is matched evenly on each spindle. But if you discover that you've got a part that needs replacing, always trust Trimax genuine parts.